Give me a minute, because there's more good news about the front line. Not only are we seeing Ukrainians retake positions around Pokrovsk, but the city of Toretsk has been bisected by this Ukrainian advance here. And it looks as though they are trying to take, I don't know, maybe 100, 150 Russian soldiers in this region into a pocket. Now, I don't want to make too much of this, right? But we're just coming out of what has been I can't imagine. The last 3 weeks have been cold like normal Russian, Ukrainian winters are. Very mild up until then, but the last 3 weeks have been, I can't imagine being in a trench. It's got to be a fucking nightmare. Or in these abandoned buildings, the ruins of Toretsk. Just trying to survive as house to house gets cleaned out by the AFU. Not a place I'd want to be. So I don't want to make too much of these advances. We're coming out of the worst of the winter. Things are getting a little warmer. It's easier to move around, certainly in an urban warfare situation, which is what this is. And it does seem to be part of a pattern, though. The pattern is that the grinding advances of the Russians have been slowing to a stop, and the Ukrainians are retaking Russian positions now. We've seen it in Zaporizhia, we've seen it in Pokrovsk, we've seen it in Vovchansk, we've seen it in Kursk, and now we're seeing it in Toretsk. All of this, and I don't want to understate the violence, the awfulness, the horror that it must be in these places. But this is good news for the Ukrainians. If the Ukrainians can retake some of these Russian positions before Donald Trump strong arms us into a deal with the Russians, maybe without even consulting Ukraine, the more land the Ukrainians take back, the better their negotiating position will be. Peace through strength is a real thing, but you got to deal that blow. And it looks like either the Russian army is just fucking tired and the Ukrainians are taking advantage of that, or the wind of this war is changing direction once again. Despite all of the political bullshit, the guys on the front line are literally giving it their all every day, and they deserve every ounce of support that we can give them. So this is the current situation in Toretsk. This is evolving. It's a fluid situation. We'll watch it closely. Thank you.